All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the elect of Yasha'Allah, and salutations and blessings to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth. Quick lesson. I don't know exactly what the title is going to be, but I have found, a definition within here, and it just kind of, took my mind here and there and there and here, precept upon precept. All right. So I don't know if I'm going to read the whole chapter, but I'm going to read majority of it. Okay. So just getting straight into it. This is Ezra's chapter 1, verse 1. It says, "Now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled. The Most High stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom and put it also in writing, saying," now, a very important part in there is that the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled. Meaning what? It was a prophecy that Jeremiah spoke about, right? Then it had to be fulfilled. Throughout the scriptures, we have prophecies within here that has to be fulfilled. Why? Because the Most High said it was going to happen, and he's not a power that should lie, and his word doesn't go out void. So the things that he said will happen are going to happen. Okay, here it is. We were in captivity. Well, I'll just keep reading. I'll keep reading. It says, "Thus says Cyrus, king of Persia, the Most High Yahweh, power of heaven, hath given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he hath charged me to build him an house at Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is there among you of all his people?" Right? He didn't say among who. He just, look, he said the Lord gave him, right? He said the Lord gave him all the kingdoms of the earth. This was his time to rule, man. Okay, because the Most High setteth up kings. He bringeth up and he bringeth down. All right, he killeth and maketh alive. Okay, so he gave the Lord recognition for giving him what he had, and what the Lord wanted him to do. Okay, so he's saying, who is there, verse 3, who is there among you of all his people? He didn't say of all people, right? His power be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of the Most High power of Israel. He is the power which is in Jerusalem. So he didn't have all nations go. He's saying the Lord's people, which are who? Israel. All right. It says, "And whosoever remaineth in any place where he sojourneth, let the men of his place help him with silver and with gold and with goods and with beasts, beside the freewill offering for the house of the Most High that is in Jerusalem." So once he came into power, okay, eventually he fulfilled what the Lord wanted to be done, which was ultimately what? The start of the second temple being built. Okay. It says, verse 5, "Then rose up the chiefs of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, with all them whose spirit the Most High had raised, to go up to build the house of the Lord, which is in Jerusalem." All right, now we're going to get into that word raise. Okay, so when you go to there, it's the Hebrew word "iwar," which means to rouse up oneself, awaken, incite, to rouse up oneself, to stir up, to be excited, be triumphant, okay, to act in a roused manner, awake. And then, so that what reminds you of what? Being quickened, okay, being made alive, right? Because it says it's the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The Lord don't go after how tall you are, how fit you are, how good looking you are. Okay, he searches out the reins. Okay, he puts his spirit within you in a sense of awakening your spirit, to giving your spirit like a spark with his spirit as the battery, so to speak, All right, because it's like your spirit, we was in the world and we needed a jump start. All right, so it was the spirit that quickeneth, man, that made us alive. Okay, that brought us to open up our eyes, to awake, man. Okay, like it says in Thessalonians about those who are asleep. You know, we are not of those who sleep. Basically, the ones who don't know what's going on. All right. But even when you go down here into the lexicon, look what it says. It says to be hot. All right. To be hot, ardent. When you look up ardent, it means be passionate, man. Okay. So this is what the Lord gave those men because they was going to build the temple. Now, what do we have? We have the spirit that quickeneth. And what did the Lord say? I'd rather you be hot or be cold. Okay. And when you really think about this thing of ours, it's very beautiful. Okay. It makes you passionate. Okay. Another word that the definition stated was enthusiastic. It brings that, man. It brings you life. Okay. It brings blood to your veins, to your heart, man. All right. It allows you to be quickened. Okay. It says hence to be alert, watchful. All right. Opposition both to sleep and to idleness. So it gives you that jump start. All right. Who can but prophesy, as the scriptures say? To Salakia for this noise in the background in the basement. It says especially to wake, to be awake. All right. One wakeful and one answering. Everyone who is alive, a proverbial phrase, perhaps taken from the Levites, keeping watch in the temple, one of whom watches and calls out, and the other answers. Right? I'm gonna try to go into the other room. So, and that's what we've been. What does it say in Isaiah? I have set up watchmen. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. This is Isaiah 62:6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. All right, a people before us a place. We're in the midst of our people, men on the highways and byways and putting up these videos, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. You can go on YouTube, Daily Motion, other, some brothers post little clips here and there on different platforms, but you can get this word throughout the day and throughout the night. There is never a time where you can't get this word, because there's brothers all over the world. So when the sun go down up here, the sun is going up over there. All right. And those brothers is doing, putting up videos, as well as brothers over here putting up videos at night and vice versa. It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Right. We've been ordained to preach this word. That's our job, man. Okay. That is our job. All right. It says, one of whom watches and calls out, and the other answers. So and then it kind of goes into different examples of being aroused, being awakened, and all right. But that was the point that I wanted to get in there, man. Okay, to be hot, to be ardent, be passionate about this thing, be alert, be watchful. This is what he had given those men. All right, that's how he allowed them to arouse. Let me put this on there. Don't want nobody calling. Dang. Okay, let me go back. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to read verse 5 again. It says, then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, with all them whose spirit the Most High had raised. So that's who he had raised and awakened, incited. Okay. To be hot, to be passionate. All right. To go up to build the house of the Lord, which is in Jerusalem. And all they that were about them strengthened their hands with vessels of silver, with gold, with goods, and with beasts, and with precious things beside all that was willingly offered. Now, that was of the Lord within that captivity. The Lord really looked out for us. I believe we was in captivity for about 70 years, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then Cyrus, the Persian came, and that's when he made that decree for us to be allowed to go and build the temple. Now, the same is in these times. All right. Except for we're not physically building the temple, nor was we given a decree by the ones who are in rulership, because we know that he is ruling right now and he's had that perpetual hatred, okay, unto us since day one, pretty much. Because remember, we was fighting within the womb, man. All right. So this is First Peter's 2, and I'll start I'll start at 1. It says, "Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby." Of course, being reborn within this truth, within this thing of ours, man. All right, you gotta cast off all that you learned before this, all of that religion and those different doctrines that you once had. You gotta let all of that go. It says, "If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of the Most High and precious, which they rejected. They rejected him as the messenger of the Most High, the same as they reject us as the messengers of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI." It says, "Ye also," all right, us also, "as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahawashi HaMashiach." Right? So the same way the Lord was treated, we're treated in the same sense, man. All right. And as he did back then, he basically quickened them and gave them the spirit to go and build the temple. All right. By decree of Cyrus, he's done the same in this time. He's quickened us and given us the spirit to prophesy the downfall of this place and to preach this word unto the elect, because that's what it's about, preaching this word unto the elect, man. All right. And hey, as we prospered, you know, once we came out there for some time, this time when we come out of this captivity, we're going to prosper forever lasting, man. And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Shalom.